I'm starting to feel kind of bad about the format of these videos a little bit because I feel like a lot of the work that's being done, I am getting a lot done, but it's hard to show it to you and it still be somewhat interesting because a lot of this really is just cut pocket holes, screw it together, some glue, do some measurements. There's a lot of details that I try to stop, record, and maybe talk to you guys about, but the physical act of building the coop, it's not terribly difficult. It's just very time consuming. It takes a lot of measurements. Things just move slow. So with that being said, I'm going to cut around a little bit today, but I'll give you a little bit of an update of what's going on and what I plan on doing today. Cool. Not too much new going on other than I did finish the framing for the roof. So you see I went ahead and placed the fascia here, and I also placed this up here in front. I didn't have to recess the purlins that way. I could have just screwed this onto the face and cut those short, but I went ahead and did it. I was already in the mode, and I guess I accidentally did it, but that's the way I designed it originally, so I stuck with it. Anyways, something else to consider. You'll notice here how this board is a little bit lower, and the reason for that is we want this plane here, the plane off the roof, to be perfectly cleared so that we can put our roofing panels on top of that without this getting in the way. If this was flush up here, your panel would hit it and it would leave an air gap here, or you would stop short and your fascia would actually be in front of your roof panels. So we didn't want that to happen. From here you might get a better angle of how each one of those purlins recess inside those trusses all the way down, and all of that is almost ready for nailing. The only thing that's left, if I can get an angle on it, is to fill this gap here all the way across. Once that's in there, that last nailer that's going to go a little bit just behind the fascia, I'll be able to use that to screw the metal roof onto that, and also the purlin at the top is what I'm going to use to screw down the roofing panel on the top. So today what we're going to do, sorry, got some dust in my eye. It's really dusty today. Today what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start working on the tailgate door so that we can actually, it'll start looking like a chicken coop pretty soon. Once we start putting the doors in there, then I can go ahead and start putting all of the wire meshing everywhere, and then I can start building the chicken hutch. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Come on, let's go do that. Chiseling through wet, pressure-treated pine is kind of like trying to cut through a marshmallow with a dull spoon. I was trying to use these 1¼ inch exterior screws. I don't really like how this turned out. I'm going to go ahead and finish this panel like this, but if I have to do any more recess panels, I don't think I'm going to use these screws. I'll most likely just use the stapler instead, and maybe use like some 1-inch staples, and I'm sure that'll hold it down just fine. I might even use a little bit of glue, just to be sure. It rubs a little bit in this corner here, but I'm okay with that. I think a little bit of rubbing will just keep a nice tight seal. Alright guys, I think that's probably it for today. Like I said, I only got like an hour or so to work after work and before the sun goes down and all that stuff, so that's what I got done. Looks like we got a tailgate party for the chickens. I think that's going to work out real good for them. It's going to be a nice easy way for me to be able to clean out the chicken coop, so I think that's going to be a win for everybody. And I think I'm going to take a couple of measurements here just to see how much room I have left to actually put the upper doors in, and we'll just call it a day from there. But I think I'll leave you guys here, and as always, be good, and I'll see you on the next one.